when the deep freeze apocalypse hit. Others had to gnaw on frozen buns in 50 degrees below zero, but I was drinking hot water and eating hot pot with my mom in an RV. Our lives were completely unaffected. I never thought on the day the deep freeze ended, my mom would push me off a cliff. If you hadn't been so heartless and saved your brother's family, little Tao wouldn't have froze to death. You selfish brat. Join my son in the grave. When I opened my eyes again, I was back one day before the apocalypse, watching my mom grab the RV keys first and take my brother to run far away. I smiled she had also come back. But mom, you grabbed the wrong thing. What let you live comfortably last time wasn't the RV. It was my superpower to add descriptors to anything. Kelly used your RV to pick up Wan. She gripped the car keys tightly, watching me with suspicion. I laughed coldly inside. Okay, be safe on the road. Her tense shoulders instantly relaxed as she let out a long breath. Alright, we're leaving then, she said, urgently pushing Carrie into the passenger seat. Not even glancing at me. Mom, Wan won't come. She thinks the old house is too shabby. Shut up, let's go. I'll explain later. The RV sped off with a roar, afraid I'd snatch it if they were a second slower. This was the family I protected with my life last time. With a dark expression, I picked up the water cup on the table, trying to use my mental energy to add the descriptor constant temperature water cup. A blue light flashed at my fingertip. The icy cup instantly became warm. My dark mood turned to wild joy. My superpower awakened early this time, although I can only use it 50 times. It's definitely an apocalypse cheat code. I hurried to town to buy supplies. I remember after 3 years of the apocalypse, the government would send rescue teams to take survivors to the base, so I stocked up on everything for 3 years, until I spent every last cent in my bank account. Only then was I satisfied and ready to leave. It was evening by the time I got back to the old house. The delivery guy quickly unloaded everything in the main room. Just as I was about to check it, my phone buzzed. Carrie was calling. There was still money in your account before. Why was it empty when mom went to get it? Why should you take it? You already chose dad's house. You sold it for over $100,000. $20,000 was left to me by dad. I let out a bitter laugh. The down payment for the house dad left was paid by me in the first place. But my mom favored my brother, saying Carrie is the son he needs to get married someday. So she let him have the house. What's yours is mine. We are family. We are all family. Your sister-in-law is pregnant. You're going to be an aunt. Give the money to your brother now. He needs it. Don't blame me for not warning you. You can only rely on your brother later. I have no money. It's all spent. Mom was right. You really are an ungrateful brat. You just wait. Carrie was still yelling. I hung up the phone. Before hanging up, I seemed to hear my mom mutter. I was going to remind her to buy warm clothes. Now I won't remind her. Let that ungrateful one freeze. I stared at the black screen of my phone. My mom, who came back, not only planned to take only my brother's family to escape with supplies, she didn't even want to tell me about the coming apocalypse. Luckily, I quickly bought all the supplies. Seeing the room full of supplies, I didn't dare stop. I started renovating the house. All the changes were hidden. From the outside, it still looked like a broken dirt house, but I added descriptors to everything. The greenhouse could lock in temperature. The windows were windproof and tamper-proof. The coal stove was efficient and saved fuel. I even added constant temperature insulation to the entire dirt wall. Finally, I placed my hand on the ground. A permanent 50-degree balanced temperature warehouse underground. As the blue light flashed, it used up the last of my mental energy. A hidden door popped open from the flat ground, revealing the large constant temperature warehouse. Despite my dizziness, I organized all the supplies. By the time I finished, it was late at night. My safe house was finally ready. Early the next morning, the deep freeze apocalypse arrived on schedule. Overnight, the temperature dropped to 50 degrees below zero. I wore pajamas in the house and didn't feel cold at all. Touching the walls, they were warm. Having a superpower is great. I drank a cup of warm water, sighing comfortably at the news from the radio. Cities lost power and water and chaos was everywhere. But our small mountain village, because every household had a habit of storing food. Besides the cold, it was quite stable. The village hall loudspeaker suddenly blared. Everyone please gather at the village entrance immediately. We have an important announcement. I wrapped myself in a jacket with constant temperature and antifreeze descriptors. When I got to the village entrance, people were already crowded in a circle, pressing together for warmth, pointing and discussing the center. When I saw the modified RV surrounded in the middle, I was completely stunned. Why are they back? My former RV was now covered in solar panels. A huge iron box was welded to the back, packed with supplies almost overflowing. Warm air leaked from the cracks of the door. Sister-in-law Xiang Wanwan wore a fur coat, holding Carrie's arm, enjoying the villagers' admiration. Then my mom and the village chief came out. We called everyone here today to announce something important. The apocalypse is really here. For the next 10 years, the temperature will be 50 degrees below zero. The villagers stirred and whispered. Some timid ones collapsed on the ground. But don't panic, everyone. everyone. Sister Young Lan awakened a foresight power. She knew this was coming and prepared the RV and supplies in advance. She's willing to share them with us. Her family are the guardian angels of our village. Follow them and you won't starve or freeze. Guardian angels, someone shouted. The villagers instantly cheered, looking at my mom and Carrie like they were saints. Carrie straightened his back even more. Don't worry, everyone. You can hand over your supplies to us for safekeeping and distribution. As you can see, our RV has everything you need. Supplies stored with us will always stay fresh. Forget instant noodles. We can even eat hot pot. As soon as he finished, the excited villagers suddenly fell quiet.